Welcome to On Football with me, Rob Motti. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Thanksgiving week. Food, family, football doesn't get any better. Week 13's got a great schedule. Our special guest, Jacksonville Jaguars, two-time Pro Bowl edge rusher Eric Armstead. Stay tuned for that conversation, along with some pro picks. Matthew Stafford at age 37 is having a phenomenal season for the Los Angeles Rams. He's got 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and it had me thinking about the best statistical years for a quarterback in NFL history. There was the season Peyton Manning threw for 55 touchdowns. There was Tom Brady's 50 touchdown season when he led the Patriots to a 16-0 record. He also had 3 separate 5,000-yard seasons, including one for the Buccaneers at age 44. Aaron Rodgers has the 2 best passer rating seasons. And then there was Patrick Mahomes, who threw for 50 touchdowns in his first full season as a starter in 2018 for the Chiefs. But for me, the best overall year, you don't have to go too far back. 2024, Lamar Jackson, 4,172 yards passing, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and he also ran for 915 yards and 4 scores. The combination of rushing and passing last year for Lamar has to be number 1 across the board. Arik Armstead has 5.5 sacks this season in 11 games for the Jaguars, his second year in Jacksonville after spending almost a decade in San Francisco. He is the team's Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. Here's our conversation. You guys are having quite the season in Jacksonville. Big turnaround from last year. How much fun are you having after going there last year? 9 years in San Francisco. They struggled a little bit, and now you guys are back in the playoff race.
We're having a lot of fun. You work so hard the early part of the season to put yourself in an opportunity to play meaningful football around this time. And, if the season were to end today, we're in the playoffs. But we got a lot more to do. 6 games left. We got to continue to get better and better each week. And, but now's the time. We're on this part of the year. You want to be playing your best. And we put ourselves in position to do that. And, each week got to continue to get better and better. And, got a lot more to do to achieve our goals.
I had an opportunity last year in Tampa to get to see Liam Coen up close and what he can do with Baker Mayfield and that offense. And obviously you're on the defensive side, but he's now the head coach in Jacksonville. What has he brought to the locker room, the culture, and everything else?
Yeah, I think the main thing that he's brought that I really resonated with is being yourself, being you. He's instills confidence into us and wants guys to be themselves, find their edge. What makes you special as a player is going to make us special as a team, and to lean into that more. And so I'm really appreciative of him for preaching and believing in those messages of being yourself, being who you were made to be, and offering your special gifts to our team and all of us coming together to find ways to be successful out there and win games.
You have 5.5 sacks in 11 games. You're starting every game this season. What's changed for you personally on the defensive side of the ball from last year?
Not much has changed for me personally. My situation and has changed, and how I'm being used has changed. Last year is last year. There's things you have to go through in the NFL, that I feel is good. It's good to go through adversities and downtime at different times throughout your career, and it makes the highs that much sweeter, and the success that much sweeter. So not much has changed. I'm being myself and doing everything I can to help our team win.
You've been part of teams that have had a lot of success in San Francisco, went to the Super Bowl. As a leader, as a veteran on the Jaguars, what do you do to make sure, for example, this week you're playing a team that struggled in Tennessee, right? You've got to an opportunity to go in there and get another W. But how do you as a leader make sure that nobody overlooks it, that nobody takes anybody lightly, because any team can beat you any given Sunday?
Well, my message is we haven't done anything yet, too, and we have a lot of work to do to change the narrative about how people feel about us as a team and as an organization. And who are we to take people lightly when we've been in a similar situation? So, we haven't done anything yet. We have a long way to go, and week in and week out, we have to put our best foot forward.
This time of year is one of my favorites, my Cause My Cleats campaign in the NFL, and a lot of different players participate. They get to wear cleats that are colorful, that are artistic, but much more than that, Eric, they mean a lot. Support, some foundations behind it, charitable causes, whatever it may be. Yours happens to be the Armstead Academic Project. Tell me about that and what you guys stand for and what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm a co-founder with the Armstead Academic Project. Me and my wife, Dr. Melinda Armstead, founded this organization in 2019 to ensure that every student, no matter their socioeconomic status, has the resources and tools they need to thrive and be successful. And that's what we're all about, is supporting our youth in their journey, both with their education, but also with things other than their education and wraparound services, whether that may be their mental health, nutrition. There's other things or other opportunities outside of just regular academic support that we try to ensure that our students have and need to be successful. And we launched, like I said, in 2019, and our organization is young, but we're growing, and we're impacting more and more each and every year, and we have a lot more work to do.
Where can folks get more information about the project and everything that you guys are doing together?
Yeah, you can find more information at armsteadproject.org, and our email is on there, and all the work that we're doing is on there. And so you guys can reach out if you want to support, volunteer, or partner in any way. A big program that is growing a lot for us right now is our career camps, where we bring young people to organizations, teach them the ins and outs of the organizations, and create internship opportunities for them. And that initiative is really about social capital, and creating opportunities for young adults to see themselves in a career one day. And we're really excited about that. And we've done about 10 of them now throughout the country. And we partner with various organizations, from Fanatics to Shoe Palace, Tarani, Bloomingdale's, and also some great athletes. Jameis Winston was a part of one of our camps that we had in New York City with Bloomingdale's. And so we're really excited about that program. So if you want to partner with us on that program as well too, whether you're an athlete, a company, or another organization, we have a turnkey program for you to be a part of.
Before you go, you've had a ton of sacks in your career. Is there one favorite sack that stands out? A quarterback that you really enjoyed taking down?
I wouldn't say one sack specifically. I would say there are definitely a few games that stand out for me with multiple sacks. Playoff games, I would say probably the game that sticks out the most to me is the Green Bay Packer game, the playoffs 2021 season. It was a frozen tundra out there, and I got 2 sacks versus Aaron Rodgers, and we won that game. So that's one of that we'll always remember. Just the atmosphere, the everything that went into it, how the game went, and A-Rod is probably my favorite quarterback of all time, and so being able to get him down a couple times in the playoffs was a big memory for me in my career.
It's time for the 4-pack. 4-0 straight up last week, but only 1-3 against the spread. Only the second losing week of the season against the number. Overall, we're 36-11-1, 30-18-1 against the spread. Big numbers cost me last week, but I didn't learn my lesson. For my best bet, I'm starting with those LA Rams, 9-2, at Carolina, 6-6. Rams are 10-point favorites. Stafford, as I mentioned earlier, well, he's thrown 27 touchdowns since his last interception. He's playing at an MVP level. The defense has allowed the fewest points in the NFL. Sean McVay's team might be the best in the league right now. The Panthers had a chance to take over first place in the NFC South, but Bryce Young and that offense couldn't do anything against San Francisco, despite getting 3 picks in the first half. I'm going Rams, 31-16. Upset special, I'm looking at Houston, 6-5 at Indianapolis, 8-3. Colts are 4.5-point favorites. The Texans have won 3 in a row thanks to the league's number 1 ranked defense. They're 6-2 since starting 0-3. Backup quarterback Davis Mills has played well. He's 3-0, filling in for C.J. Stroud, who's been dealing with a concussion. The Colts are reeling a bit. They started 7-1. They've lost 2 of 3. Last week, they had a big lead against the Chiefs in the fourth quarter. Then coach Shane Steichen put the ball in Daniel Jones's hands instead of giving it to Jonathan Taylor in the fourth quarter. 3 straight 3-and-outs. If the Colts lose, it's going to tighten up that AFC South race. I like the Texans, 19-17. Next up is the Sam Darnold Bowl. Minnesota, 4-7 at Seattle, 8-3. Seahawks are 10.5-point favorites. Last year, Darnold thrived under Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell, but he was allowed to leave in free agency to pave the way for J.J. McCarthy, who has struggled and is now dealing with a concussion. If he can't go, it'll be undrafted rookie Max Brosmer for the Vikings. Meanwhile, Darnold, well, he's picked up where he left off in Minnesota last year. He has Seattle battling for first place in the NFC West. The Seahawks have a top 7 defense in yards allowed and in scoring. Seahawks 27-13. Lastly, Las Vegas 2-9. The Raiders are struggling. They're at Los Angeles against the Chargers, who are 7-4. Chargers are 9.5-point favorites. Vegas would have been better off going with part owner Tom Brady in a dual role of offensive coordinator and quarterback instead of hiring Chip Kelly and trading for Geno Smith. Well, Kelly's now been fired after the latest dismal loss. Meanwhile, the Chargers had a week off to reflect on a lopsided defeat against Jacksonville. They've got a depleted offensive line, and that's been problematic for Justin Herbert and LA's run game, but Vegas is terrible. The Chargers are 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 games versus AFC West opponents. Chargers 30-13. That's it for this week. Thank you to Eric Armstead. Thank you for listening on football. And thanks to Haya Pinjwani and Guillermo Gonzalez for producing this episode. Please check out apnews.com for the full pro picks on football analysis and more NFL news.